For the past few weeks, we've talked about how to inspect your equipment, and for the most part, everything that we've talked about is very important information that you need to know, especially when you go about the process of performing your inspection every morning on your equipment. And the same thing with eye injuries, as we were discussing with hand injuries. Eye injuries may not be the deadliest of injuries, but it is by far the most difficult to function with an eye injury. So in this video, we're going to talk about eye protection, and we're going to hopefully answer some questions that you may have when it comes to eye protection. We're going to also look at some things that you want to keep in mind when you're doing your inspection of your safety glasses. What do you want? I do not need safety glasses. I am a god. Don't you already have a glass eye? Well, yes, but I still have perfect vision. How can you have perfect vision with one eye? Because I am Thor Odin's son, king of Asgard, god of thunder. That literally means nothing. I'm a god and a king, you simple mortal. I do not need glasses. Suit yourself, dude. You only have one eye left. And it is a magnificent eye as well. Hearing and sight are the two most valuable things that we need to protect in the workplace. And even though there are many ways that we can physically remove hazards from the workplace, there are still, on average, 2,000 eye injuries that happen every single day in the workplace, as reported by the CDC. You gotta source your data. And a lot of these injuries can cause you to miss days away from work. They will eat into your paycheck. But a lot of these injuries can also cause permanent damage. A lot of these injuries can cause permanent damage. Not only is it costly for you, the employee, but it is also costly for the employer as well. It's counterproductive to doing business. So it only adds fuel to the argument that employers need to jump on board to eye protection and start investing in decent eye protection and enforcing the use of eye protection to their employees to protect their eyes. You hear that? Eyes. You only got one left. I will come in there and smite thee. He's gonna hurt me. But anyway, so jumping into it, ensure your glasses are ANSI Z87.7 rated. Now most likely, if you're getting your safety glasses from your employer, then you don't have to worry about this. They're already gonna be rated ANSI Z87.7, but you still wanna make sure that they're stamped on the glasses and the frames themselves. And the same thing if you buy your own. If you buy your own, you have to make sure that they have the stamp on them. You can't only have the stamp on the lens, not the frames, or the frames, not the lens. You have to have the stamp on both. And most likely, whenever you go to look for the stamp, what you're gonna find is a stamp that says Z87+. Same thing. Now, ANSI stands for American National Standards Institute, which is a non-profit organization who helps to create uniform testing standards and guidelines for a variety of products and equipment that the different businesses and organizations use. And the Z87.7 section references the standard for occupational eye and face protection devices and ensures that the protection devices provide the necessary protection from impact, non-ionizing radiation, and liquid splash exposure. And it basically says that any type of eye protection that you're using that has this stamp is going to be able to protect you from the workplace hazards that you are going to be exposed to. What are safety glasses made out of, you might ask? I will tell you. Now, safety glasses and goggles can really be made out of different. Now, safety goggles as well as the safety glasses can both be made out of different material. It really depends on who the manufacturer is and what type of material that they use. But the most common type of material that the safety glasses are made out of is polycarbonate. Now, polycarbonate is not as scratch resistant as glass, but it's lightweight, it doesn't fog up as easily, and it provides a lot more impact protection if you were to be struck with something than your regular glasses would be. NXT or Trivex has a lot of the same benefits as polycarbonate, but it has superior optical clarity. It's more scratch resistant and has better photochromic performance than regular polycarbonate does as well. And then you have plutonite. And then you have plutonite, however you pronounce it. But it achieves everything that we just talked about from polycarbonate, NXT, and Trivex, and it has superior optical clarity amongst the other three. Yeah, 3. But this is a proprietary material that is only used by Oakley in their sunglasses, which actually kind of brings us to our next one. Can you use Oakley sunglasses as safety glasses? Theoretically, you could. Oakley designs all of their sunglasses to meet or exceed the Z87 standard, but not all of the Oakley sunglasses are stamped with the Z87 stamp. So at that point, it's really up to your employer. A lot of employers will not allow safety glasses to be worn or sunglasses to be worn if they don't have that Z87 stamp. So if it doesn't have the Z87 stamp on the lens and on the frames, then most likely your employer is not going to allow you to wear them. Not saying that the Oakley sunglasses couldn't protect your eyes, because they most likely can, as they are are designed to meet and exceed the standard, but it all boils down to what your employer will allow you to wear. And at the end of the day, you have to follow the rules that are set up by your employer. And there are other brands out there that go through the process of designing their sunglasses to meet or exceed the standard, but they don't go through the extra step on getting them stamped and approved for safety glasses. And that's pretty much where the line gets drawn between what you can and what you can't wear when you're working on the job site. Now, as we've mentioned in other videos, you always want to make sure you start out your day by inspecting all of your equipment before you go out there and start your work. So we've talked about hard hats, we've talked about gloves, let's talk about glasses. Now, if you have a strap that is connected to your safety glasses along both of the earpieces, it wraps around the back of your head to keep them on your head so it doesn't fall off over to a lower level if your glasses were to fall off your head. You want to check that, make sure that it is still in good condition. Make sure that the edges aren't frayed, make sure that it's not weak. Just make sure that it's still going to be able to catch your glasses in the event that they were to fall off your head. Next, you want to check the frames of your safety glasses as well. Make sure that the frames are not bent, they're not warped or misshapen, and make sure that when you stick them on your head that you have a nice snug fit around the sides of your head to help ensure that your safety glasses stay in place. Obviously, if they're warped or cracked or they're starting to stretch out a little bit, you want to replace them for another pair. Additionally, you want to check the little rubber grips on the sides of the earpieces as well, because in this case, the rubber grips along the sides of your safety glasses allows your glasses to get more grip along the sides of your head to prevent more movement along the safety glasses as you're moving around doing your job. And finally, you want to look at the lens. Now, on your lenses, you obviously want to look for any kind of deep scratches or deep cuts, any kind of scuff marks along the lenses of your glasses. And your safety glasses can last you a pretty good while as long as you take care of them as well as you would a normal pair of sunglasses. And then obviously, if you have any deep cuts or scratches, you want to replace them. Now, we could honestly get by with the normal wear and tear on our safety glasses, but if you have any cuts or any kind of scratches along the eyes of your safety glasses, along the lenses of your safety glasses, what that could do is cause additional eye strain that you wouldn't normally have and could cause you to have headaches. So if you have any scratches or cuts along your lenses, then like I said, you want to get them replaced. I feel like I repeated myself quite a bit. All right, so let's do a quick inspection. And you're done. If you're looking for more videos on how to inspect your equipment, I'll link a couple of videos that I've already done down below. I talk about how to inspect your hard hat and how to inspect your gloves. And I talk about different things that you want to look at when you're doing inspections on both of them and show you how you do your inspections on them as well. But thanks to all of you for watching and making it this far. If you enjoyed this video, if you got any kind of value out of it, please consider going downstairs and hitting the like button and, possibly share it so other people can get some benefit out of it as well. If you want to see more videos like this, go down and hit the big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can get notified whenever I drop more content. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, take care of each other.